Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Singh. Snyder.
Here.
Bartello.
Here.
Troop. Here. Eister.
Here. Have the approval of minutes. Make a motion to approve those that we have highlighted on the agenda from the Fire Department, Code Office, Health Department, Police Pension Board, Planning Commission, and Engineer.
We also have Public Works, which I forgot to highlight.
Sorry. For a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Snyder.
Yes.
Bartello.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
SRI, would you like to make any further comment again? I know probably no one's changed in the room, so we... All right, fair enough. Thank you. Jim, any further news on 202 Washington
I'd
Avenue?
like I mentioned before, we're putting things together. Our next council meeting will have an exact date for the open house.
And the neighbors are happy up there.
Yes,
When
they
we
are.
voted the other day, they were just
Happy.
tickled pink.
Fantastic. I guess next on the list we have an approval to pay Booker Horn.
Yes, I have an invoice which will be coming out of the 150, $4,803.07. Make a motion to pay that voucher.
Second.
Thank you.
Bartello.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Also, HRI, when funds are available, we have pay app 18, $197,060.14. Pay 19, app, $457, $973.48. Pay app 20, $148,740.11. And pay app 21, $55,409.05. Make that for a motion.
Second.
Thank you.
Troop.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Bartello.
Yes.
Is that the last one, Jeff?
And we have one more, but the basic, that's the bulk.
Okay, so on the next item, we have the surveillance camera equipment purchases. I'll make this in the form of one motion, walking through each of the various quotes. I guess actually probably best if we do it for each quote. Do it all as one? All right. Fair enough, Jim. Keep things moving for the sake of everybody. All right, I guess looking to make a motion that we accept the quotes as presented for purchasing the surveillance equipment for the system for the city.
I'll write them all out in the minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Todd, you've done such a good job. We do what
We'll keep it short and sweet.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Eister.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Bartello.
No.
Troop.
Yes. Don't you want any safety in the city, Joe?
No.
Really, free money like that, you're just totally against putting that up and helping the citizens and the businesses in the area. That you just vote no against camera equipment to stop thieves, deteriorate crime. Wow, it's amazing.
I don't like the maintenance fees that's going to come with it the years down the road.
Chief,
You have that with everything- you have that with
it's going to help your
everything
department
done.
out greatly.
If somebody watches them, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to put them up there and just turn them off and just pretend. Okay.
Wow, Joe, that amazing. You just don't know
Guess the,
safety of the public.
Keep things moving here, I guess. The next item is under new business, approval to pay invoices and vouchers. Again, looking to make payments on our payables outstanding in the amount of $166,605.58. Make that a motion.
Second.
Thank you.
Snyder.
Yes.
Bartello.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Based on the tax exoneration report, looking to provide exoneration to those individuals listed for the amount shown. Make that in the form of motion.
Second.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bartello.
Yes.
Troop.
Yes.
Eister.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes. There's no action required on the hazard mitigation plan, but at least that's all available for everyone's review in our packets.
Todd, before you finish,
Yes,
close
sir.
up here in the home stretch here,
Yep.
I got a question from Mr. Bartello down here. Here a couple of weeks ago, you went to the code office regarding some house numbers along my property were not the proper sizes. They were 3 inches instead of 4 inches, and I replaced them.
Well, they're handwritten on a piece of paper, on a cardboard thing on the side of the building.
What house was you at?
406 Walnut.
No, it's incorrect, but that's not the issue. I put new ones on anyway.
Okay. All right.
The reason I'm asking you this, within 5 feet of that mailbox where those numbers were on, okay,
Right.
There was a rental property with no numbers on it. You didn't take notice of that, though.
The 406. What, across the alley or where?
Right alongside 406.
No.
I didn't notice that.
No, 406 was the one we had complaints on, so that's why I was there.
Where are you living at the present time?
401 Market Street.
Okay. Do you know the Edison has no numbers on it? None. And you're out hassling other people where you reside.
I wasn't out hassling. I had complaints. I was down there because of complaints.
So you'll take care of the Edison then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because it's amazing.
The old State Store doesn't have them too, and I told Joe about that. I can't keep up on everybody. I mean, I just been.
Well, even the building you live in, that's the funny part. It's amazing.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You don't
Yeah.
notice things like that when you're
Yeah,
going
you
in and
would
out.
think so.
Yeah.
As sharp as you are.
Nobody had a complaint against it. I was down there for your place for complaints.
Okay.
Several times.
Oh, I know.
So,
You
yeah,
did just
so-
an excellent job. I'm sorry.
Any further comment, or can we move on? I guess you're the next item. For the, and again, after discussion on the FEMA financials, I'd like to come back then, of course, for audience comments, so I just want to let everyone know we will get back to that. But within everyone's packet, Terry had provided a breakdown of the financials of the requests that we had for reimbursement for FEMA and PEMA based on last year's high water situation. There's a total of $81,456.10 shown. It's important to note that out of that, we have $30,591 for the Riverwall blowout that ultimately has to be taken care of and ensured that we're using that for that particular purpose. Everything else, however, above that, so we've got about $51,000.
Basement is not done.
Basement's not.
Yes.
Okay.
We're still under construction.
Okay. So that's about $4,500 of that.
Yes.
Okay. So out of that, we've got about $45,000 left. That's a direct reimbursement. So as a result, we've already paid for these things. So that $45,000 can come back basically into the budget and can be utilized potentially for some other needs and areas that we've been talking about spending money on, but we haven't. So I guess tonight we just wanted to talk a little bit or think a little bit about things that we might be able to apply that money to. Of course, one of them would be just to carry forward, keeping that money in the account and pushing it into next year's budget. Certainly that allows us to have a little bit of wiggle room, but again, that's only for 1 year. Second would be for things like we've talked about, needs for the rink, roof. You've talked about improvements yet to the basement to improve waterproofing and records, salvaging and things like that in the basement. We have issues with that. So there's a whole host of different things that we've pondered over the last few years that we might be able to use that money for. So.
Don't forget that $15,000 for the ball fields has been reimbursed to that line item.
Okay.
Since we already spent that money.
Okay.
And we had to make a new line item to pay them.
So that comes right back
That's,
in.
yeah,
Okay.
that,
Yeah, I know I need new radios for my trucks really bad. The cost I got was $9,000. So,
Yeah. I mean, if there's
throw that in, I mean, it's a need, because that communicates with the county, the state, and all that other stuff too, so.
I guess just going into, what we'd ask, so we're not belaboring this too much tonight,
Yeah,
but,
that is a requirement to have.
okay, yeah. I'm thinking at least going into our budget meeting next Monday, this is at least food for thought and preparation for that meeting. If there were some things that you had line itemed in the budget that you needed to expend money for the next year, if we can use some of this money, certainly to apply to that, and we can pull some of those expenses out of the 2013 budget, let's look to do that. So again, just think about it, and we can talk about it next week, but at least this gives everybody a good summary as to where we stand.
just want to
So
remind
thank
you
you, Terry,
that
for doing
we rescheduled that Monday meeting to Saturday morning,
That's right, that's
8
right.
o'clock
It's
Saturday
on the
morning.
17th.
Yes.
That's nobody can make it.
No, that's so Kevin can make it.
Oh.
Todd
Yeah.
said they would make a
that's the,
Saturday morning meeting.
yeah,
I
that's,
appreciate you going.
And anybody can come that wants to, it's an open meeting.
it's 8 a.m., so it's bright and early, we'll have coffee.
It really does, it's not fair I gotta work for a living, Joe, I hate it with a passion. I wish I had a good looking.
Me too.
Todd,
So I
one
guess-
more question.
Yes, sir.
Warburton Street project is through the Elm Street program. It's over budget. Now they have to reapply back to PennDOT for some more funding. It's still in limbo, so one of these days we'll address that issue.
Okay.